This question deals with a 36-year-old pregnant female in your obstetric clinic for a follow-up of triple screening and chorionic villus sampling. The triple screen showed a low MSAFP, a low estriol, and an increased beta-HCG. Chorionic villus sampling subsequently confirmed the diagnosis of trisomy 21. When the mother arrives at your office, you sit with her and explain the results of the test. Upon hearing that her fetus has Down syndrome, she begins to cry. Holding her head in her hands, she cries, "God is punishing me. God is punishing me." Which of the following is the best response to her exclamation? Okay, so here is a patient who is about to have a baby who has Down syndrome. This is a bad news for anyone. So she immediately starts crying and starts saying, "God is punishing me." So the question is, what is your job as a physician? What can you say to this patient to make things better in this particular situation? Whether you're a physician or not, even as a human being, when someone is going through a rough patch, the first thing you're going to do is tell them soothing things. Tell them that this is acknowledgement is the first thing, that acknowledge that yes, you are going through a rough time. Secondly, what can you do to make them feel better? Or in this particular case, the patient is saying, "God is punishing me." So kind of explain to her that maybe it has nothing to do, this particular incident has nothing to do with God. So kind of make her feel better so that, understanding her situation would be the best thing. So first, acknowledgement that yes, you are going through a rough patch. Second is going to be that let me explain you why God is not punishing you. Kind of break her myth about what she's thinking about her situation. So that should be the point of entry. First acknowledgement, then explain to her that this has nothing to do with God and there's other options available to her if she doesn't want to carry on with the pregnancy. So let's see which of the following is the best answer to this question. Choice A. I know you're very upset with this news. Would you be willing to talk to your genetic counselor? Well, this is very abrupt. It's like, "Oh, I want to get you off my shoulders. So yeah, you're going through the rough patch. I'm gonna, shove you to someone else who's gonna take care of your business." So this is very abrupt. It's not gonna do anything to build a rapport with this patient. So that is not a correct answer. B, what have you done to deserve to be punished? This sounds so discriminating. You are discriminating the patient that yes, maybe she has done something that God is punishing. So obviously this is not the right answer. I don't know why people would pick this, because it's like we don't know anything about this patient and we are already discriminating that maybe you have done something, to deserve this. So that is obviously not the right answer. Choice C, this could have been avoided if you had taken genetic counseling prior to this pregnancy. This is a true statement. But at the same time, putting blame on the patient is only going to make her feel worse. So this is obviously not the right choice in this particular situation. We need to acknowledge her pain, not put the blame back onto her. Acknowledging is going to help her move forward. Putting blame on her is only going to put her down. Choice D. This is a difficult situation. Acknowledgement. I like that. Please let me explain this condition to you in better detail. This is an excellent thing to say, because then I can explain to her that this has nothing to do with God. Maybe it's just other factors that contributed her having a Down syndrome. So this is a possible answer. Let's see choice E. This is a difficult situation. Again, this is very good because there's acknowledgement. It is not too late, and elective dilatation and curettage will solve this problem. See, the thing is, just because she's having a Down syndrome baby, she might not want to go through with that. Discussing options is one of the steps that you can do, but at this step, first you need to make her feel better that maybe it has something to do with God. And then when she wants to talk about what she can do, when she's ready to talk about options, she will explore it with you. This is very secondary. Primarily, we have to explain to her that it has nothing to do with God, acknowledgement first, then we're going to say it has nothing to do with God. Tertiary, we're going to talk about what are the options available to her now, whether she wants to keep the baby, what she has to do. And many Down syndrome people are very active members of the society, so dilatation and curettage is not the only option. So yes, offering the option to the patient is a good thing to do, but we first have to give them all the options and not kind of shove our opinion onto the patient.